Welcome back to the Scale Builders Guild, and it is with a heavy heart that I mention this is the final Lightroom Live. Yep, end of an era. Hope everyone is well. It's Tuesday night. Normally, this would be broadcast once a month. It used to be all the time. And now it's the end. So I don't need to say, if you want to submit your photos, you can submit them to submissions@scalebuildersguild.com. There won't be that email address anymore after I send them out tonight. That'll be the end. So hopefully everybody can hear me just fine. Let me know where you're watching from. And we'll jump right into Lightroom because that is the fun part. Here we go already. This was the cover photo on the thumbnail today for this episode, the final episode of Lightroom Live. Yeah, it's sort of too bad, Dana, that this didn't get the same amount of views. I never really expected it to, if I'm honest. This is definitely less of sort of a RC thing than most people could probably stand. Oh, audio's low. Okay, I can turn that up. No problem. How about now? That's probably much better. All right. Yeah, like I was saying, not really the most popular show. And it's RC related in that I'm correcting photos of RC cars and trucks and stuff. But it isn't really, I guess, the core audience, and that's okay. Yeah. I wish I could go live with my mom. I bet you your mom's a really nice lady, Gypsy. Ouch, my earballs. Is it too loud now? Oh, looks like it is peeking out. How about now? That's probably better. Probably much better. I can also turn the gain up on the microphone, but I think we're probably in good shape there. It is the show where I Bob Ross it up voiceover-wise anyway. So it was a good try. I sure enjoyed it. Yeah, and you know what? There's nothing stopping me from bringing it back every once in a while, just for fun. But we'll kind of play it by ear and see how it goes, and yeah. But let's start correcting this first photo. This one is from Manuel Blauer, and this is one of my favorite vehicles of all time. This is a Volvo C303, and it's an old military truck. Sweden made these, or contracted Volvo to make them for the military in the 70s. And it's like, honestly, it's one of my all-time favorite trucks. And I think this one is the styrene model that you can, it's like a kit that you can buy from, oh man, I'm never going to remember the name of where you can buy it, but a couple of Scale Builders Guild forum members have built these from this kit. I built my first, well, all of mine, I scratch built them, but I would love to do this kit again soon because I think that would be really fun. Yeah, anyway, this is a great truck, nice looking environment. I love the waterfall. And thank you, Manuel, for your submission. It's already a great looking photo. It's a raw photo, so there's tons of room. And there's already a white balance and tint kind of built into it. So, as long as the other show goes on. Yeah, Reggie, there's no doubt that one's going to continue. Don't even stress it. That one's not going anywhere. Yeah, hey, I'm wearing my most Canadian shirt. True North RC. It's about as Canadian as it gets. If I had a GCM shirt, that would also be quite Canadian. All right, okay. Let's. The first thing I want to do, I think, here is get rid of this leaf because I don't like it. And let's see if we can find a nice piece to sort of meld into there. That looks pretty good. Leaves. They always ruin a good photo. Gypsy Roots, yeah, I'll probably do a build series with that thing body that I got from Wes. The plan is to make that my comp truck, my Class 2 comp truck for next year. So I will definitely do a series on that one. The thing I like about these Volvos is that it always looks like they're smiling. They've got these big googly eyes and then this little tiny mouth right here. It's just it's like a little tow hook thing, but it always looks to me like it's a smiley face. Blind Guy RC, the new Quack RC. All right, welcome. You changed your name. Leaves you wanting, yep. Gypsy Roots, it's going to be a comp-based chassis, so it'll be a flat rail chassis for sure. All right, got to get to this photo. Let's start making magic happen here. Exposure is feeling pretty good. The blacks are a bit crushed, so we're going to raise our shadows up a little bit there, just so we get a little more detail. This whole thing on the front is part of the actual truck, which is pretty cool. Hey, happy birthday, Big Red Bitch. I've never said that in my whole life. But I like it. Feels good. All right, let's amp up our texture a little bit. He did a pretty good job, Manuel did, of maintaining not super giant droplets. There's a few big ones on there, but I don't think we'll be able to do much about that. Vibrance, I like a little bit more there. And saturation's feeling pretty good. I love the warm headlights. This thing just looks awesome. This is honestly, it's hard to explain why this is my favorite truck, I think, in existence. There's just something so utilitarian about it. I think there's some really unique design choices too. Like the grille, it's not centered in the truck. It's actually off center. It's more to the passenger side. I don't know why. It's just, that's what they did. And I love it. Doesn't matter. All right, let's get rid of some of the blue because there's some blue leaking in and I'm not really sure where that's coming from or why. It might also be purple too, so we'll pull that out and that's working good. We're going to amp up our yellows a little bit because that's going to bring more life to that green color. And we'll give a little more orange as well. Probably not a lot of red in the scene, so nothing doing there. That looks pretty good. I like the off-center sort of framing on the build too. It's nice to kind of see some more environment on this side over here. So that's looking pretty good. Okay, let's see if we can bring our black point up just a touch as well. And texture is good. Clarity always helps. I think that looks pretty good. Where's my before after button? Before after. Yeah, it's just about a couple of subtle changes here. So let's go full screen so you can see that. That looks pretty amazing. All right. Before and no more leaf, which is always good. And after. I think that looks pretty great. I'm pretty pleased with that. I mean, obviously because it's a C303, but I think it's just a nice looking photo. It's really good, Manuel. Thank you for submitting that. All right. I gotta amp it up a little bit. I feel like my Bob Ross voice is maybe a bit too much. Let's do this blue Range Rover Classic. This one's from Stephen Griffiths, and I think it's looking pretty cool. Trying to see what chassis. Oh, Axial SCX-10-2 chassis. Gray diff covers, so that's either the Raw Builders kit or the UMG 10 kit, from what I can recall. Can you guys hear the dog? Can you hear him playing upstairs? Maybe not. Hello, Scale Custom Crawlers. It is a nice rig. I agree. I like a good Range Rover. It's at dusk, which is pretty cool. Now, let's see here. There's a couple of things in the background that I'm not in love with. First, foremost, these spare tires. Or tires, whatever they are. Now I'm sure you can hear the dog. go. Get rid of this one too. There, now you can hear it. All right, so we've gotten rid of some of those. Oh, shoot, there's another one hiding back there. And that looks like one too. There we go. Like they were never there. Hello, Ricardo. I hear nothing. Nothing at all. All right, let's do a little rotation too, because our horizon point's looking a little weird. So go this way a little bit, and we'll constrain that. That actually helps our framing too, which is good. Primetime RC, hello? Yeah, Quack, that is going to get a little complicated. I'll figure it out though. It's so weird, like it's the same logo, so, or the same icon, so it should be easy to remember. All right, now that we fixed that, let's go back up to our colors here. Let's put a little warmth in the whites, and I think we'll tint it even a little bit towards magenta. Exposure, I'm going to lower it a little bit because I want it to feel like dusk. And I think one of the ways that we can kind of help that is we'll bring in a grad here over that side, but we'll tint it sort of into the magentas a little bit more, and maybe throw a little bit less warmth into it too. And that's going to give us a bit more of that dusk feeling. This is pretty white, so I'm going to see what I can do about that with a brush. And we're just going to kind of highlight that area a little bit. And we'll try to swing it a little bit warmer. There we go. And the idea there is just to kind of help get a little bit of warmth in there to make them feel like a more like classic-y, old-timey, incandescent bulb. Yeah, Mike, they're way too bright for a Range Rover. They should be off. and that would probably still be too bright. Oh man. Let's bring our shadows up a little bit, and maybe our black point too, just so we can see a little bit more of it there. I do like that color though. Steven chose a nice color. Okay, let's get some texture in there and a little bit of clarity. And there, now we're bringing it to life. I feel like this could probably use a vignette as well. So let's put a medium vignette on there. Kevin, is it you that takes great photos? We have a local guy named Kevin that takes great photos. Hey, RC Patina guy. Yeah, this is the last episode. Forever. And then whenever I feel like it. Can you yellow out the headline shine? I just did that. I can go further with it. Where's that? Let's go back to our brush. Pick it here. Lower our, see, lowering exposure stinks. That's about as yellow as I'm going to be able to make it go. Yeah. There we go. Hello, Gigi Land RC. Thanks for joining us. Yeesh. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Let's go down and play with this blue a little bit. Maybe we'll swing the saturation. Or whoa. Whoa, man. I'm going crazy, man. The colors. That teal is pretty cool. That's probably closer to where it was. But let's go a little tiny bit more towards teal. That looks good. I'm feeling pretty good about that, I think. We got anything in the oranges that we can bring in there? Oh, that's a hue. Oops. Saturation. There we go. There we go. Now we're bringing it to life. amp up our yellow a bit more. There. I actually, Kevin, I was going to consider that, but I like the off. I don't always subscribe to the rule of thirds. It's nice to have it over to the left a little bit so we get an idea of the terrain that it's coming from, which I kind of like. I think that looks pretty good. All right, let's see how that looks full screen. That's pretty cool. I'm freaking out, man. That's a good looking truck. Okay, let's do a before and after. Yeah. Kevin wants a crop, but no video. Yeah, I know. Where's Wes when you need him? Before, after. I like that. I think getting rid of those tires is great. All those extra tires in the background. Nice. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about that one. Thank you very much, Steven, for your submission. Definitely a good looking truck. All right, let's find another one. There's one I've been meaning to do, and I can't find it. There it is. This one's submitted by Dave Stasovich back in winter, when we had winter. This is interesting because it's an infraction body that's been shortened. Oh, Wes is making you stuff tonight, is he? Patina guy. Okay. How many photos is the goal? Will you make it till number 56? You know what? Just for you, for tonight's Scale Custom Crawlers, I will do number 56. So yeah, Dave took this shortened wheelbase, whatever it is, and made it into a shorty infraction, which I think looks pretty cool. So we're going to try to make this maybe even to like a iPhone cover screen for him. So let's see what we can do here. Let's do a little crop first of all. Crop out that and get it a bit more narrow on this side. Maybe not that much, maybe somewhere in there. And return. Feel like this could be a bit cooler. It is winter after all. Exposure can come down slightly. I wouldn't mind a little more contrast. I'd like to pull our highlights down a little bit too. Give our shadows a little boost. Whites feel pretty good. And let's add some texture and clarity. Ooh, yes, that's feeling pretty good. Let's get it a little more vibrant. And we're going to amp up our saturation too. That's nice. Throw a grad up from the bottom here, just so it falls off and we get a little more, just a little more of your eye being drawn to the vehicle itself. Those turbos do look pretty good. I have the felony. I don't have the infraction, so... Although this is, I don't think this is an infraction. I can't remember what it is underneath. If anybody knows Dave, and I know Dave usually watches on Wednesday. He's probably not watching tonight. But I'm going to ask him about it tomorrow when I see him in the chat. Let's throw another grad up from the top, sorry. Again, just to get your eye to kind of draw to that. And we'll go down into our saturation and see if we can't get that green. Well, it's going to be aqua probably. It's going to pop a little bit more. There we go. And blue is pretty prevalent throughout the frame, so we're going to stick with that. Get our luminance on that up a little bit too, just so it sort of pops a bit more. And there we go. I think that's feeling pretty good. Let's take a look full screen for a moment. Dave should watch both nights. I agree, Magic School Truck. Before, after. I think that's a pretty significant change. Before, after. Kevin, I'm glad I'm motivating you to get out there. I love the photography aspect of this hobby. I really do. I love taking pictures. I like fooling people when possible. Some easier than others. Yeah, hit the like button. The last Lightroom, like it because it's the last one. Or dislike it because it's the last one. Whatever you choose. Dave, thanks very much for your submission. All right, let's find... Oh, you know what? I like the look of this one. Let's do... we'll do 56 because that was requested. 56. Oh. Is that the one? Is that what it was? 56? I can't find it, but if 56 is the one you want, I'm doing it. Here we go. This is from Giorgio Salvaridis. And that is a great photo. What has taken me so long to do this one? I like it. That's very cool. What a nice looking Land Cruiser. Looks like you've comped it up a little bit. Those are fat axles, Boom Racing. What chassis is that? I like your use of a front bumper as a rear bumper. That's pretty novel and unique. Definitely great looking body. Nice looking patina on there. All around, great looking truck. That's a really good angle. Nice location too. All right, let's see what we can do. Warm it up a little bit more, I think. It's always a good place to start. It's a WPL, no kidding. Amazing. You fooled me. I love it. Let's get a little lower on the exposure. Let's make this more of an art shot, I think. Pull our shadows up a little bit so we still see the truck. Brianna Jane, thank you for the $2. Much appreciated. I know you're a big fan of Lightroom Live. I'm sorry to have to disappoint you, but time to move on. I like the building stuff live. I think that gets I think people enjoy that too. I think it's easy to stick that on and actually do other stuff like work on their own trucks. Texture and clarity, of course. Not too much clarity though, because I don't want it to affect this sky here. Actually, I may see if I can. Don't look at this yet. Don't look over here. Let's just go clarity on this one, and there we go. Just sort of like dulling out those elements so they don't feel so crunchy. There we go. Oh, you're working on your new... Hello, Jeremy Burris. You're working on your new drag car, eh? I'm still waiting for my Losi car to be back in stock so I can get one and start working on it. Let's add some vibrance. That's cool. And maybe a little saturation, just for kicks. Luminance-wise, I'm going to see if I can bring those greens up a little bit. And definitely bring the reds up too. That's a great paint job on there, Giorgio. Nice job. Blind Guy RC, thanks for the $2. Here's the final $2 for Lightroom. I appreciate it. Giovanni, would you consider building a Sherpa for us? Which one's the Sherpa? I know the name. I just can't remember which one it is. Big Red Bitch, if I had it in here, I would probably do it. I'll have to see. I can't guarantee that I'll get to it because I don't know where it is. I may not have imported it. I've been lax on the import. Hue, saturation. Let's amp up that red a little bit further. Same with our yellows. That's feeling pretty nice. I don't even know if we need to do anything down here. Maybe we'll throw just a little grad in there. There we go. That's all I want, just a little touch. That's your first patina attempt. Well, you did a great job. Let's go full screen. That looks awesome. Man, oh man. What a location. I love these shots looking out over a vista. Vistas. Patrick, I'm stopping Lightroom because it's just not a very popular series. It's a lot of effort to do as well. And I'd rather put that effort into more like actual tiny truck stuff if I'm going to be showing a live stream. It almost seems better. Mike J, yes, this is the last one, so the email will be closed after I take all the submissions from last episode and this episode and send them out. Okay, before and after. Before, after. I think that looks great. Giorgio, thank you so much for your submission. I'm pretty chuffed with that one, I must say. Yeah, definitely a great job all around. Here's one from Gypsy Roots. I love this photo. That's a good-looking wraith, my man. Very, very cool. What I like about it is they used a really nice wide-angle lens. And it just, I don't know, there's something about this. Just screams adventure. Like, I love these kind of, like, fisheye kind of effects. And it's a really dramatic way of taking a photo. And you did a really great job. Nice environment. Great background. I like the transition between sun and shadow. It's great. It's really cool. Nice accessories on there too. You got a surfboard for surfing. Fire extinguisher for extinguishing. A box for boxing. You got it all, baby. I love it. All right, let's see if we can't get rid of these wires. Definitely a challenge, but I'm willing to give it a shot. That might have been a mistake. I think we can make this work, though. Quit that one, and then we'll do another one. This might not work quite the way I wanted it to, but you know what? I think if you don't look over there, don't look over there. Don't look in this direction. I think we can make this work. Yep, there we go. It's magic. Poof, and then it was gone. First ever Lightroom I could get to, and is the last one you're doing, but I just submitted a couple photos. Hopefully you get them. Gary, I'm sure I got them. Unfortunately, there were so many in the queue, I didn't add any new ones. I am very sorry. And while I say this is the last one, it's the last scheduled one. So there could be times when I decide, you know what, Tuesday, I'm going to do a Lightroom Live. So, yeah, there still might be hope. There we go. There was one more wire. I just needed to get rid of it. Okay. Now that that's taken care of, let's warm up the scene ever so slightly. We'll leave the tint where it is. I think that's working. I like that. Exposure is feeling pretty good. And contrast does too. I'm curious, Gypsy. You shot this with a phone. Amazing. That's great. Really good job. You'd never know because it's sharp AF. Nicely done, sir. Highlights, I'm going to bring those down a touch. Shadows, we're going to lift a little bit. Texture, clarity. What a fun photo. You hear voices. Yeah, you're not the only one. That's my wife talking to my mother-in-law. What else do you want to do here? Let's add some vibrance. And a touch of saturation. Galaxy S10. Is that a big phone? I just switched to the iPhone 12 mini. And I I like how small it is. I don't like a big phone. And this way I can type with one hand. And it takes decent photos too. Greens are feeling pretty good. I actually quite like the saturation and hue level. I wonder if we can get a bit more yellow into there. That's working. A little more orange. And I bet you there's some blue that we can add in there as well. And I bet you there's purple in them there rocks. That's feeling pretty cool. What I am going to do is desatch that red because it was a little bit too much. Matt likes how small it is. That's what she said. It's your first smartphone. Wow. Well, you definitely have some talent when it comes to taking photography. So well done. Mother-in-law, enough said. No, she's lovely. I like my mother-in-law. All right, you know what? Let's take a look at that full screen again, because I think that's looking pretty dope. Before, after. Yes. I'm quite pleased with that. Gypsy, I hope you are too. Nice. And smart. All right, what's next? Let's do another one of these Vista photos. I feel like it's Vista night. Vista. Nice shot here from Joseph Wiley, looking out over the sunset. Look at that sunset, man. That's a good old school SCX10. SCX10. I don't even need to add the 2. That's an SCX10. That's pretty amazing. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Hey, Lone Star RC guy, thanks for the $4.99. Thanks for always providing great content. Although I will miss this stream, I look forward to the Workbench streams. You know what? Me too, Lone Star. Although that's not entirely fair to say that there won't be any more tutorials, because there will be another tutorial coming very soon. I'm going to do a little video editing tutorial because that's my full-time job, and it's what I'm probably better at than photo editing. I hope, anyway. The idea there is that I really want to kind of share some tips and tricks for filming your RCs to make them look nice and realistic and shoot in kind of the way that I shoot and get the edits that I get out of my running videos and stuff. So we're going to do a whole thing on that. We're going to work in Premiere, which is what I'm most familiar with. But I'm going to try to research and find some good free or free adjacent tools. Yeah, that's sort of going to come soon. I'm building a new computer specifically for that stream. So keep watching the skis. Oh, skies. All right, let's get rid of that blade of grass. Good. Let's actually, while I'm here, there's a touch of it there that I think should probably go. There we go. And do we see any like footprints or anything? No, it all looks pretty clean. Oh, Dark Horse Garage, thanks for the $4.99. Looking forward to tutorial. I want to make better videos of my trucks. Yeah, I'm going to help as much as I can. Partially it's filming, of course, but mostly it's editing. There's a lot of, minor little things you can change that will make a big difference in how those videos are viewed. I'm not going to do much white balance wise because I love the look of this sky, but I am going to do a subtle rotation just to clean up our horizon a little bit. There we go. And you have to constrain that, so that's done. Good. It's a Del Boca Vista. It sure as heck is. All right. I think we should play to the strength of that sunset. So we're going to intentionally darken it and add some more contrast in. Just because you know, in this shot, it's really less about the truck and more about the environment. So let's try to bring our shadows down a little bit too. And then I think for fun, I'm going to try a grad here. That kind of brightens it up a little bit, but we're going to throw a ton of blue at it. That looks pretty neat. I like that. It's like painting a picture. Sean's RC Adventures, I use Adobe Premiere. That's what I do. You definitely need a gimbal. Well, yes and no. You don't need a gimbal, but it definitely can help. There are other ways to shoot around that, and I will kind of show you some of that stuff. I'll got some tricks for you there for sure. There's a bit of pixelization happening. This isn't a big photo, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try throwing a grad in here, and just don't look at it for a second, because what we're going to do is actually clarify it, if you will. And then we'll actually suck most of the texture out of there too. And that's going to help a lot. There we go. Who's Billy? I would like to know who Billy is. All right. You know what? I'm feeling pretty good about this. I don't think we need to do much more on this. Let's take a look at it full screen for a moment. What a sunset. Before, after. Yep, I think that does it. Nice one, Joseph. Thank you for your submission. Much appreciated. All right. I'm just, don't mind my quietness. I'm looking for another photo to do. You know what? Let's do this one from Ryan McKinstry. I don't see a lot of these bodies. And in fact, is this a hard body? Yes, it is. Or is it? I can't tell. I think it is. Nice looking, what is that? Chief? No, Kaiser. It's a Kaiser, right? Somebody help me. It is a hard body. 3D printed. Well, heck. That's a good looking truck. Very cool. I bet you Ryan is thrilled to own this. Crop. Holy crap. Where's Wes? Plaid interior. There he is. Just as I say it. Amazing. Matt's brain is overworking. Yeah, I'm going crazy. I love this environment. That's pretty cool. Good shot. Is this close to the actual color? It's sort of like a dark red metallic. It's a Lloyd starter kit. I would say this is a Lloyd finishing kit, if anything. This is much better than any Lloyd I've ever seen. I do like our white balance on this shot. So we're going to keep that where it is. Could probably lower our exposure a little bit. Contrast seems good. Highlights are a little hot, so we're going to pull those down. Shadow up a little bit. It's one of your dad's builds. He'll be happy to see it on the stream. Yeah, that's a great truck. He did a very nice job. Anytime I see a 3D printed body, 9 times out of 10, they are not sanded this well. You don't usually see this kind of smoothness on a 3D printed body. So your dad did a fantastic job, Ryan. Nicely done. And what chassis is that? I can't tell by the bolt pattern. Where's the Lloyd hater? Josh doesn't watch this show because it's, you know, too up here for him. A little bit of texture, a little bit of clarity. definitely going to amp up our vibrance too, because I want to kind of pay attention to some of these colors that are going on in these rocks here. But first, in the hue department, I want to try to smush a little more red in there. There we go. That's feeling a bit better. Oh, you are here. I've already, I'm just over here working on the better budget build off. Oh my God. You have no idea, Josh. Yeah, he's here for the dislike. Oh man. It's a little more blue in those rocks. And I'm just going to warm up those shadows or highlights a little bit on the top of the truck there. And I'm just pulling some more orange into the face of these rocks. Andy Muellner, thanks for the €5.86. Thanks for the series. My pleasure. Thank you very much. Josh, I already cut. Well, I actually filmed my whole episode already. I have to do a little more editing, but I'm almost done on that. See, they're very quick videos to edit because it's a very tiny truck. All right. Little vignette, maybe a light one. And I think we're actually, you know what? I spoke too soon. I'm going to throw a little tiny window or paint a window over just the truck here, and we'll make it a exposure window, and I'm just bringing it up 0.07. Josh is choosing which of the $350 worth of parts he bought to use for his $50. So good. So good. All right. Let's take a look at that full screen again. That just looks great. What a cool truck, man. For the record, I would probably never drive this kind of truck in that kind of environment in real life. Before, after. Before, after. Looking great. Thank you for your submission, Ryan. And thank you, both you and Brianna, for all of the submissions along the way. You guys have been great contributors to this series. Much, much, much appreciated. Stabby Josh, thanks for the $5. For the Josh is kind of, not up here. It's not, this isn't his show. I've probably already got a message from him. I should check to see how cranky he is. It is an amazing truck. Yeah, it's very, very cool. All right, what's next? Let's do this, another weird truck tonight. This is a UAZ, which is a Russian truck from Russia with love. These are, I think this is also a 3D print, but this one's also looking very sharp and clean, despite some weathering. I do like weird trucks. All right. Sean Hanley, thank you for your submission. Sean is up around me somewhere and works at a Jeep dealership. What did you call me? What did I call you? U.S. You guys are all UASs to me. What? You like weird trucks? No. Yes, I do. The weirder the better. All right, we're just popping up our exposure there a little bit. You know what? Let's make this a vintage photo. Let's go super old schooly vintage. I wish this piece of wood wasn't here. Let's see what we can do about that. It looks so easy to get rid of, but it's not easy to get rid of. No, that's gonna suck diddly yuck. There's no helping that. Ugh. Undo. Let's just leave it. I can guess what chassis this is. This is some MST thing. You know how I know? Those are MST tires. Max Speed Technology. MST. It's already looking very cool. The streaky windows. I approve. It is quite sick. Quite sick indeed. Where am I going here? What was I doing? What am I doing? Where am I? What gives you the right? A little more vibrance there. Definitely some texture. And clarity. Yes. MST thing isn't a good guess. It's definitely a good guess. This is definitely an MST. It's one of the, let's say it's the CFX. MST CFX. Is that a thing? I can't keep track of everything. It's impossible. Yeah, definitely a Russian truck. Let's find a preset. Ooh, that one feels pretty cool. Let's do that one. But then let's go back into our hues. And actually we'll oversaturate green. There we go. Moose Jaw? Hello. Moose Jaw, should we have you on tomorrow night? I feel like we owe you a show. I'm going to heavily grain that photo too. There we go. All right, Sean, there's your you as. Before, holy cow, after, what a difference. That's insane. MST is a bizarre guess. That looks like a TRX-6 to me. Well, maybe after I'm done with it. I'm surprised you guys still have me. Yeah, we definitely missed one at least. And I think it was last week, Josh. It was supposed to be the third Wednesday of every month. Anyway, before, after, Sean, I hope you're happy with that. I hope you're happy. Joe can fill in for Josh. From here on out? Great. I love it. Good. All right. Here's one from Jonathan Johnson. Another great Vista. It's Vista night. It's the final Vista night. Good looking Wrath 1.9. That's an Axle Wrath, if you didn't know. Not an MST thing. That's an Axle Wrath. And I think it's rocking. Wow, those are cool looking wheels. I don't know whose wheels those are. Gearhead, maybe? With some... Oh, no, wait. No. These are... These are... Locked Up RC, I think. No. It's Del Boca Vista. What a Vista. I like this shot a lot. Quite a hike to get up there. Man, oh man. All right. Love the white balance already. Love the warmth. And let's put a little more in though. Let's amp up our shadows a little bit so we get a little more density on the truck. But then crush our blacks back down a little bit. Wheel things. Just to guess. Russian truck. It doesn't look to be in a hurry. Oh, that was for the other truck. You as. Texture. Clarity. Just a touch. Definitely more vibrance. I mean, already I don't know. This is a pretty good looking photo. Let's do a quick rad over there. Get a little more sky going on. Hey, Sean, there you are. You're welcome for the UAS fix. UAS. It's probably not pronounced that way, but I like saying it. I feel like we haven't done any tint, but it feels like it's a little bit there. That's better. That's better. All right, let's look at that full screen again for a moment. Have I done enough? You've done quite enough. Before, after. Yeah, I think this one just needs a subtle fix because that makes it better, in my opinion. I love it. Nice one, Jonathan Johnson. Johnson! Let's find another one to do. I think we'll do this one. Dana Larson. That is a forerunner. On Russia, the S makes an S sound. Oh. So it's a US. So great. Matt, could you do one of mine? It's a light blue blazer with a pinched front end. If I can find it, Ryan, I will do it. In the meantime, I'm going to do this real quick. Dana Larson. Those appear to be a GCM axle, perhaps? Hard to tell from here. No, I'm wrong. That's a Curry. Never mind. Sounds like that line from the movie, The Toy. I don't know. All right, sorry. Top tip. Driver figures are hard. This guy's a little tiny, I think, for the size of this truck. First gen Forerunners weren't huge. So definitely go for a larger size. Is that Luke Skywalker? Might be Luke. Regardless, though, nice looking shot. Great sky, which we're going to bring some more drama to here, I think. I'm going to cool it off a little bit. Then tint it more towards magenta. I'm going to throw a grad up here. Get some more sky drama in there. He's 12. Okay, fair enough. Let's bring up our shadows a little bit. That's probably a VS410 under there. Add some texture and a little bit of clarity. Oh, in this grad though, let's select that and take our sharpness down and our clarity way down. There we go. That's better. A little bit of vibrance overall. And we'll see if we can't see what we got here. There's not a ton of saturation on these elements, but we'll see what we got. Definitely going to oversaturate our blue. There, that's feeling pretty good. I like the seat covers. I've used fabric like that before. Luke driving Yoda. Yeah, maybe the baby Yoda's in there or something. Anyway, good looking shot. Nice truck. Full screen on that. Before, after. Subtle correction, but I like it. I think it's kind of playing up on the CFX. Ooh, what did I say? MST. I think I did say CFX, didn't I? Anyway. Good looking shot. Thank you very much for your submission, Dana. Much appreciated. What time is it? 9:24. Okay. I've been sitting in this chair all day. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Alright, I'm just doing a search for a couple more shots here. Here's another nice vista. It's Vista night tonight, and another Wrath, another Axel Wrath. I like the patina, and I'm sure that's a naturally developed patina. Very nice. What did I do wrong? There we go. Another great shot. Nice beach. You know what? I miss the beach. I haven't been to a beach in forever. It's okay about the wood, Sean. I'll let it slide. Okay, all right. Let's definitely warm this up a little bit more. And we'll throw a sky drama filter on there for fun. Although that might be a bit heavy in terms of our saturations. So I'm going to warm that up a little bit too. Nice. That looks like it's almost like an action shot. There's some water coming over the side there. That's cool. Let's do a little window on the truck itself here. Pull up our shadows. Raise our highlights a little bit. See if I can get that orange to pop a little bit more. There we go. His neck. Yeah, he's probably son of a beach. It's another Axel Wrath. A little bit of texture and clarity. And I feel like we're already nailing it, if I'm honest. Vibrance is really looking good. I love this sand. Hi, Thad, watching from Northeast Washington. Thanks for the awesome photos. I sent in a couple photos this month. I think one had a lake in the background. Well, Thad, if I can find it, I will. Doing the best I can to get through as many tonight as I can for this last episode. I think that looks pretty good. Let's see what that looks like there. Before, after. You know what? I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think this needs a lot of work. Jake M., thank you very much for your submission. That's a cool looking truck. Nice job. Let's go back to full screen for a moment while I search for a photo. I think Ryan Davis. I think I found your blazer. Hard to see there, but there it is. That's definitely pinched and dovetailed, so that's probably it. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to crop a little bit of this rock out, just a bit. There we go. And blue on blue is going to be tough, but let's see what we can do here. Let's warm it up a little touch. And we're going to lower our exposure because it feels a little bright. Highlights can come down a touch too. Texture. Nice patina job on the weathering there. And some clarity. A little more vibrance too. At least there are no leaves. True enough. Let's oversaturate that rock a little bit because orange and blue are really nice complementary colors to each other, so they always really work well together. Get that teal going there too. Maybe even increase the luminance a bit. Decrease the luminance a bit. Increase the luminance on our sky so those things are separated a little bit more. And then let's throw a light vignette on it. And you know what? That might be good. Before, after. Yeah, I think that brings that truck to life. Brooks Collett. I'm not sure I know Brooks. Definitely looks good though. Very nice truck. And yeah, I think that looks great. Before, after. I am pleased. Can we go full screen on that? That's a little better. It's the framing that makes it a little bit tough. Just going through, finding another one here. I mean, we're on an hour, so I'm not going to go too much longer. See if I can find another good vista in here somewhere. I feel like this one counts. Joshua Gregg. Nice looking Hilux. Great big sky. Big sky country. Which country is that? I don't know. But lots of good looking rocks. You know what? It's interesting to see everyone's tire choices. Like these are Cam 3s, which is a great tire. I like that tire. It's not Josh's favorite, but it's a good tire. I always get a kick out of seeing what people like to run. All right. I like the white balance, so we're going to leave that. Let's go Sky Drama again. I feel like that always just, it works. It just works. Some filters are just good. They always work. Exposure feels good. Highlights feel good. Shadows are maybe a little dense. Not so much. That's pretty good. Let's add some texture and some clarity. Ooh, yeah. Should we overcrank on clarity? Let's go really dramatic on this one. That's pretty neat. And let's go into the blue luminance and fix that, so it's not like completely blown out. Cool. Actually kind of like that. Looks pretty neat. There's this processing in filmmaking, in the old days of film, called bleach bypass. And what it does is it would actually skip a step in the actual processing of the film, and it would create a look kind of similar to this. Everything gets blown out and really textural. But that's looking pretty good. I kind of like that, actually. Let's go full screen for a moment. Vista. Before. After. Just a nice dramatic photo. Great sky. Great composition. I'm pretty happy with that. I think that looks pretty good. Thanks for your submission, Joshua. Much appreciated. There's been some really great photos tonight, guys, and my my eternal thanks for participating and always making this part of your regular watching, and means a lot to me. So thank you very much for always bringing the art and the fun. Let's do this one from Jorn Johannesson, who's had a few photos on the show before. Pick this out because it's got a vista. Nice vista. It's so breathtaking. Look at this. There's like a little village and stuff. It's great. Nice looking. I didn't want to say this out loud, but that's a nice looking TRX4 G-Wagon. I don't know. I hated the wheels they did on that G-Wagon. So gross. But this looks nice. He's got, what are these? Those are canyon trails. Huh. I am surprised. Looks great. Nice. Like, it actually, like, other than the fenders, it has a really good looking proportion to the body. Like, it's got, like, you know, he's done all this stuff. Makes it look real. It's great. Really, really nice. All right. First things first, let's rotate that just a touch. There, that's better. Then white balance, feeling pretty good. Maybe a touch warmer there. Exposure, no, I'm good with that. Man, I don't know. There's not much to do on this one. A little bit of texture maybe, and some clarity. Black trucks are difficult to film, but he's done it right. The sun is in front of the truck. So if, like, this is where your truck is, the sun was back that way. That looks great, though. I like it. Let's throw a light vignette on that. Sky drama? Sky drama is probably too much. It's feeling pretty heavy duty. There, that's better. I like that. I can deal with that. Gunnar Nissen, what are you doing here, pal? G-Wagon, G-Wagon. Let's do a shadow on that section. And then you know what? I'm not going to do anything else. I just kind of like this one as is. Before, after, full screen. Vista. Del Boca Vista. Matt Sharkey, congrats on your less than 5 minutes ago SCX-103 Gladiator. I did a upgrade series on that truck, so there's like 3 solid episodes of things you can buy to add to it and make it your own. I have to revisit that one, actually. I've got to finish the interior on that truck. Jorn, thank you. You've also contributed a crap ton of photos. Very much appreciated. This one is no different. They're always great. Thank you. And that might actually be a good play. Well, actually, I've got one more in here for sure I want to do. And I think we might call it a day. Yeah, that is a good candidate for shot of the night. That is for sure. Shot of the series, almost. All right, I got 2 more that I'm going to hit tonight. First one here from Chibs. And I like the look of this truck. This Chevrolet truck. Nice warm light. I like the foreground. I like the background. Let's see what we can do here. Thank you for your submission, Chibs. Warm is good. Exposure less is also good. Might even crunch our shadows down a little bit. Make this more artistic. A little more in the blacks too. Amp up our texture because there's some nice texture going on here. Some dents made with a heat gun, likely. Maybe a little bit of clarity too. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. And it's already got a lot of vibrance, but we'll add a little bit more. And then, man, I don't know. I don't think I need to do anything else. I really like that. I think we'll do that with the luminance. And I think that feels pretty good. Let's go full screen for a moment there. Yeah, I like that. Before, after. Just kind of crushing the blacks a little bit. Yeah, I think that's good. I like it. Nicely done. Thank you, Chibs, for your submission. And then finally, let's do this one from J. Martens. Nice looking shot. I like the depth of field on this. That's obviously a tiny truck. I'm going to say that's like SCX-24 tiny. That's pretty cute. I like it. Very nice depth of field. Nice looking photo. Nice. Looks like a fall day almost too. So let's keep it pretty blue, I think. Tint slightly towards green. Exposure's good. Highlights could come down a touch. Shadows are good. Maybe get a little more contrast overall. Amp up our texture a little bit. A little more vibrance. A little more clarity. Yes, gotta love the square bodies. And let's just increase our saturation on that aqua. And blue. There we go. That's a nice little shot. Well, maybe that's too much blue. Yeah, that's better. Actually, I'll increase the saturation. And, oops, decrease the saturation again. And I think that's good. Cute little truck. Before, after. Just adding some density, pulling down some of the colors a little bit. You know what? Let's bring that orange back. And that yellow. And the green. There we go. Before, after. There we go. I think that's going to do it. Let's go through all of them that we've done tonight. I'll go back full screen and we can do it before and after. You guys can pick out your favorites for tonight. All right, starting there with J. Martens, before, after. Chibs, before, after. Stephen Griffiths, before, after. I think that's a pretty good change. I like that one. What's next? Jorn Johannesson, before, after. He lives in a great place in this world. I would definitely like to visit there. Giorgio Salvaridis, before, after. That's a strong contender there. Gypsy Roots, before, after. That turned out pretty good too. Joseph Wiley, before, after. Joshua Gregg, I like that one too. That's a cool shot. Before, after. What do we got here? What's coming up? Ryan Davis. Sorry I can't show you more of that. Let's go back to not full screen for a moment. Before and after. It's a pretty good shot. There's a couple more in here, I think. Jonathan Johnson. Before and after. Yeah, tonight was a banner night, man. There were some great shots in here. Sean Hanley. I think this one takes the cake for biggest change. Before. After. All right. Back to full screen. Dave Stasovich. Before. After. Ryan McKinstry, before, after, and that's all of them. That's what we got through tonight. That's a ton of photos, I'm not going to lie, that's a lot. We got through a bunch, more than I thought we would get through, so that's pretty great. Yeah, what a great way to end it. I'm thrilled. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been a real pleasure working on this series with you guys. And, I mean, it's not the end of me. I'll still be around. You'll see a lot more of me. Hey, actually, there's that new computer that I'm building. Lots more to come on that. Yes, it's water-cooled, which is pretty exciting. Okay, so tomorrow night, Wednesday night, as per usual, oh my God, I get it wrong every time. Live stream takeover with myself and Josh from Harley Designs Incorporated. If I didn't get to your photos, I do very much apologize. It's overwhelming how many photos I got over the last 33 episodes of this show. So thank you very much for that. I'm going to send out these, and the ones that I didn't send out last month, We'll get those out tonight, right after I'm done this stream. And then we'll see you all again tomorrow night, on Wednesday night, for a live stream takeover. Thank you, everybody. And thank you to the following: Brianna Jane, Blind Guy RC, Lone Star RC Guy, Dark Horse Garage, Andy Muehlner, and Stabby Josh. Thanks very much, guys. And gals, yeah, I think that's going to do it. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you again very soon. My eternal gratitude. Love you. Bye.